Hello, welcome to Woods and Water Outdoors. I'm Patrick Corcoran. It's been a while since we've had the time to sit down and make a video, but we've had a couple requests for make some ties with some of our new chenilles that have come in. And there are not very much of them left already, but we are going to do one today with jack-o'-lantern. In this presentation that I'm going to make, we used to catch some fish this last weekend, a little group outing that we do every year, and I'll tell that story as I'm making this jig. But this is the jack-o'-lantern chenille. With this rest of the materials we're going to use, a radiation neck hackle, barred predator wrap, and then fluorescent yellow Krystal flash. So we'll get started here. We're going to use orange 210 denier thread, which came out of my bobbin. We're tying on a 1/16 ounce head with a number 4 sickle. It's painted in Chartreuse. Those of you who are used to watching my ties, I like to layer some materials in. So we're going to put one feather in first, and then we're going to put our barred predator wrap. We'll have that in between the feathers, and that's going to match the chenille that has some black flake in it. And then we'll lay our second feather on top of that. And I'm going to put my flash in on the bottom side of this jig. So we'll finish this up with our Krystal flash. And we're using the fluorescent yellow. It kind of goes with that radiation neck hackle a little bit better. And then we'll tie in our chenille. This weekend, whenever we use this, a friend of mine had me make this exact jig for him, and that next morning we're sitting out there fishing, and he's catching a few fish. I had one made for myself, but I did something a little different on mine, and I caught one little throwback, and he's catching quite a few keepers back behind me. And the only difference between the two jigs was the head color. I tied mine on a black head, and this is the way he had his. And so the next morning, I went ahead and converted mine over to this look as well, and I did a little bit better myself. So this is the jack-o'-lantern jig, and you know, I can see this pattern going with orange tail and different color heads. There's several places you're going to be able to go with this chenille. But anytime I get a new one in, I start with something on the chartreuse plane to begin with, and then I'll work out from there. So hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.